Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. You have found yourself a sturdy and comfortable seated position. Your eyes are either closed or open. And if they are open, your gaze is directed softly and clearly downwards. What is here when there are no problems to be solved? What is here? And there are no problems to be solved. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And there's no one to become. What's left? Start to become aware of this moment as it already is. Leave alone what you want the moment to be, what you hope the moment is, and what you wish the moment is not. Simply notice what is already here. Noticing the sounds around you, the general hum and buzz of the environment, maybe a hum of a refrigerator, birds outside, cars rolling by. Experience sound as it is. Bring your attention to the sensations of your body. How does it feel to be a body? The temperature of the air around you on the skin. The swirls of anxiety slowly lurking beneath the solar plexus. The feeling of pressure and temperature and weight, all happening right here. What is it like to feel? We're not trying to grab anything here. We're not accessing anything or learning anything. We're simply allowing everything and noticing what arises without comment, without judgment, without trying to change it, here and now. Now bring your attention to your eyes, to the visual field. Even if your eyes are closed, there's still the experience of vision. Swirls and weird lights and colors percolating behind the eyelids. What is it like to simply see? Notice how you don't have to go out and grab sights. They come to you. And notice how you don't have to go out and grab sounds. They come to you. Body sensations, emotions, and even thoughts happen by themselves. So let it all happen. Step back and aside. And just rest here and now. right, you can look at the screen. There's this quote from Alan Watts that I heard a long time ago, which makes kind of this whole thing that we're doing with practice. It makes sense a little bit. And he says, if you talk all the time, you have nothing to hear. You can't hear anybody else's opinion. So all you're hearing is your own talking. And in the same way, if you think all the time, that's your experience. You have nothing else to hear, to see, to taste, to touch, other than your own thinking. And I'm not a religious person, but there's kind of a similarity when Jesus was asked, why do you teach in such parables? And Jesus says, you have eyes, but you don't see. You have ears, but you don't hear. Now, of course, there's a million interpretations of that. But there's a reality to it that when we are lost in thought, we lose our experience. We're not in contact with what's happening. When we got to eat a quick lunch and get to work, we scarf it down. We're not experiencing the flavor. We're just getting the job done. When we're driving to work and we have to get there and we're late and we're trying to, we're missing the experience of driving because we're just trying to get there. We lose our ears, we lose our sight. And even Sun Sung Sanim, my teacher's teacher, would say, when you're thinking, you lose your eyes, which is why in Zen we keep our eyes open looking at the floor. And when we notice that we're not looking at the floor, it's probably because we're lost in thought. There's all this one happening, this one experience, but we miss it because we're thinking. We're lost in a dream of our own making, thinking about our problems and this and how am I going to get over this, and then when is that going to happen? And then I got another fight with my mom. My mom didn't like me, and so I have to do this email, but then the email didn't work, and so I have to go do this new email. I have to download a new email app, and then no, constant worries, troubles, whatever. So practice is about learning to leave this thinking alone, learning to leave all of it alone. Because if we don't know how to leave it alone, we don't have contact with ourselves, with our reality, with experience. And that's a disaster. When I first met the guy that taught me how to meditate, he's a famous Zen master from Korea, but well, he's an American, but he lived in Korea. But he said, we were sitting there in silence in the Zen Center's kitchen, and he asked me to do something for him. So I'm sitting there reading a book, trying to find every instance where it doesn't matter. I was just doing something. And we're just total silence. Like there's no talking. And he says, he just out of nowhere breaks the silence, goes, man, your watch is so loud. That watch. I was wearing this watch I got from Walmart. I couldn't even hear it. I was like, what is he talking about? Oh, yeah, I can hear it now. And he said, when you practice, the whole world becomes very clear, becomes very alive. Because you're not always lost in thinking in your own little world, but you're very much here and now in contact with reality, our home. And which is why when another Zen master of ancient times was asked, upon his enlightenment, how did he achieve enlightenment? He said, I let my eyes see what they wanted to see. I let my ears hear what they wanted to hear. I let my body feel what it wanted to feel. I let my tongue taste what it wanted to taste. I let my nose smell what it wanted to smell. I even let my mind think what it wanted to think. I didn't touch any of it. So practice. Whatever you do, just practice. And you can notice this wonderful joy of being alive. This wonderful moment to enjoy our life, which you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss by constantly being distracted by thinking. And of course, if you're new here, I post a video like this every single day, a daily guided meditation practice. So if you want to learn about meditation, but you don't want to get involved in spiritual stuff, or you don't want to get involved in the beliefs, that is not what I'm here to show you. I am just going to show you how to practice the ancient art of leaving thinking alone. So join me, and I'll be here for you. And to everyone else, of course, if you have any questions about what we talk about here, please post below. I answer all questions in a separate Q&A video, as long as that might take for me to post, but it is on the way. Thank you, everyone, for your time. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.